Welcome back to the Blackstalgia podcast. This is Kelby, and down over there we have Carmella.
What's up?
Am I hearing you guys?
I hope so.
Having trouble hearing everybody all of a sudden.
Again.
Okay, this is Kelby still. Down over there is Carmella.
Hello.
Okay, there she is. And then we have Rashawn.
What's up?
Hi, Rashawn. And then Chris is back.
Hello.
Welcome
Did
back,
y'all
Chris.
miss me?
I missed you. Happy birthday!
Happy belated.
Oh, hey, thanks, guys.
How old are you now, Chris?
21.
Oh my god!
Finally.
You can take your
Um,
first
pl-
sip.
Plus 6. Plus 6. 27.
They believed you too.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. I told everybody last week that you're working on something spectacular, tubular, incredible with one of my favorite people. Are you allowed to tell us what it is that you're working on?
No one made me sign a NDA, so yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Okay,
In the
cool.
clear.
In that case,
It
then,
was a guy named from Smosh Games, Jovenshire. He's starting a new series about Dungeons and Dragons. There's gonna be puppets involved, but he had celebrities playing Dungeons and Dragons with him. And one of them was the one that you're referring to is Lisa Foyles from All That. I think the second season of All That. She was on there.
I love Lisa.
Nice.
So yeah,
That's
that was pretty fun.
Chris.
Are you a
That was
big
fun.
Dungeons and
But-
Dragons fan?
I have played one campaign. It was for the day. My cousin was playing it, and I got really into it. But watching this, I was like, man, I gotta look for another group to play Dungeons and Dragons with because it looks really fun.
Right. How was your guys' week?
It was good. It's really busy at the mall now because it's Christmas time is here.
Is it
again.
actually busy? Like for real, for real?
Yeah, like it doesn't look like we have a pandemic going on because the mall is just packed as it normally would be. We just add masks. But we're at 25% capacity, so that means every store has a line outside of it no matter what.
Golly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Kinda
if
good
you
for business.
guys it's I don't know if it's good for business because no matter what, you're gonna have a line, and it makes it look like it's busy, but it's not.
But that's kind of like, I say that because that's kind of like the in and out strategy. If you see we have a line, then we're busy. That means we're selling something people want. So maybe
Mhm.
more people should stand in the line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's probably better for business in general because they were closed for however many months. So
Right.
they're
Yeah.
trying to collect as many pennies as possible. Is the
Right.
food court open?
There's only like a couple stores. So like when we first reopened, they had stores or restaurants that were just doing like Postmates and all of that. And then they reopened them fully. And then now we're back to them just doing Postmates. So say for example, if I want to get like a cinnamon roll from Cinnabon on my break, I have to go through Postmates, go all the way outside, have them deliver it to me outside because I can't just walk up and order it.
That's dope.
I haven't done this. I've had some coworkers that have, and I don't understand why, but that's what it is now.
I mean, those Cinnabons do be slapping a different
They
kind of
do,
way.
but we only
I
got
ain't gonna
10 minutes. Like,
They
what
probably
are you-
order it 10 minutes before, and
That's
then right
true.
when they gotta go, they go get it. But that's also, it sounds expensive because Postmates adds like $2 or $3 or
Exactly.
$5 on top of it. So
Right.
them Cinnabons and the Annie Ann's, they're already expensive. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Is the stone oven still there?
Stone oven is still there. And that
is
one,
that your spot?
I love stone oven.
it's like the only really like good food in the mall.
Mm-hmm.
What was Stone? Pizza?
That was the one
It's-
next to the Subway.
It's sandwiches and salads, pasta. like
I
cold
don't
pasta.
think I ever ate there because they had a slice of pizza there for like $19, right?
No, that's not that one.
That's not the pizza place. That was I forgot what that
Sbarro
place was
or
called.
something like that.
Sbarro. I remember Sbarro.
No, it was it's called like LA Pizza Kitchen or something.
Yeah, more like
They
LA
give
out
you
of
a piece of
business.
burnt pizza
Yeah, I was like,
for
we do not have that anymore.
Yeah, Chris bought it that one time. Remember we went power walking in the mall that one day?
We
And
did,
then-
and then I was like, why are you charging me like extra? I was
We
Yeah,
have
like that.
CPK, but that's on the outside.
I never ate there, but we did security around there every once in a while whenever they had a stabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Carmella, you look a little different today. Drop your skin routine?
Oh, this?
Yeah, you look
Well,
incredible.
thank you. I added a light. Actually did my makeup, and this is a new gloss. Don't you love?
Tell me what the gloss is. Is it on your fingernails?
No, I did my nails. My gloss is on my lips.
Okay, got it.
Tell me what gloss is exactly.
I wasn't 100% sure. I was gonna say, oh yeah, I could tell, but I don't know what she's talking about. But okay, yeah, that's a good look. Rashawn,
Yo.
your life, well, good.
Decent. I did a little online Christmas shopping this week.
Ooh, what'd you get me?
Yeah, what'd you get us?
I can't tell you guys because I have to wrap it and you have to wait a few more weeks. Gosh, kids.
What'd you get, Chris, though?
Love.
The
That's all I need.
love he's been asking for.
Yes.
Yo,
You already know
Rashawn been
that.
rejecting you. The sad part about Rashawn rejecting you is that he likes Latino guys.
I'm crushed.
Okay, I told myself I wasn't gonna make any jokes this episode, so I'm here. Okay, let's be very serious and mature.
You already lost, bro.
Yeah.
No. We're starting now.
Different
We're starting now. I'm gonna be very mature. Okay, so you guys ready for our first topic?
Mhm.
Ready.
I'm prepped.
Okay, great. This has been going around the internet. I kind of want to say throw the name away because he may mean different things to different people, but just consider the action. So last week or so, Lil Wayne, he sold his masters to Universal Music Group for $100 million. And I've seen every opinion under the sun. And I wanted to grab your guys' opinion about this move. Is it wise? Is it not wise? What do you guys think?
What is the benefit of selling your masters?
A lump sum of cash.
Just the cash.
Just the cash, yeah. I mean, because the thing is, like, we don't know contractually if he has any points on it still, because you could sell it and still receive residual payments from the music, but the person that owns it receives the majority of it, or I've read that he may have sold his masters, but he didn't sell his publishing. So now he just no longer owns his music. I did read somewhere that if UMG decides they don't want him to perform the music anymore, he has to do what they say. But yeah, it is pretty much hit the IP or his product from way back when up until perhaps present day that he gave up the rights to his music for a large check of $100 million.
Why?
Or maybe not so large.
Why did he do this?
I was gonna ask that too.
Well, I don't know if you guys keep up with music, but this year has been the year of selling my masters. I want to say for the past 10 years, it's always been I bought my masters back. Chris Brown bought his masters back. Sierra's husband, Russell Wilson, bought her masters back on her birthday. I think Swiss Beats, I want to say, bought Alicia Keys' masters back for her. That may or may not be true. But up until this year, there have been these somewhat secretive, shady, let me not say shady, secretive firms, private equity firms that have been overpaying artists for their masters. And it's been from hip hop to country to rock across the board. I think even Paul Newman might have just sold his master. Everybody is selling masters, and it's been reported that everybody's getting a sizable check, like way more than what it's worth, to these equity firms. Like I know Ella Reid is a part of one, and so on and so forth. So, yeah.
Were we just talking about T Swizzles?
I was gonna say, isn't she trying to buy her masters back?
So she's trying to buy her masters back, but of course they just got sold to a private equity firm for $300 million. No, more than $300 million. Some people are speculating it's about $420 million over to Scooter Braun.
Right.
Now, do we think that T Swizzle's masters are worth more than Lil Wayne's masters? Because Lil Wayne only got 100 mil.
T Swift is, I think, a way bigger star than Lil Wayne.
Okay, all right.
And that's I'm not a T Swift. I'm not a Swiftie.
I'm a Swiftie. I don't know if I would agree with that.
I think current day. So
yeah,
I guess here's my opinion. I think that all of these products are depreciating assets. So every day that they're out, they're just valued less and less and less. So Lil Wayne's reign over hip hop was mid 2000s up until maybe 2012-ish, 2013. So for 8 years, yes, he's been on big songs, but he hasn't been where Taylor Swift is, or where Drake is, or where some of these other new guys are right now. So to me, it makes sense that Taylor Swift her music is worth $400 or more million, because she is a current act that is she put out 2 albums this year. I heard half of them, and I don't even listen to Taylor Swift. I don't even know how I heard half of that album, but I heard it. And I think if Lil Wayne puts out an album this year, aside from Carter 5, which I don't know how it did 500,000 first week, but the one after that only did like 100,000. Taylor Swift is doing 1 million first week for sure. Mm-hmm. She does get the drop off though. The next week it will go down to 100,000, 150,000. That first week she's guaranteeing that 100 million or that 1 million in sales.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see how current day hers are more expensive than Lil Wayne. I know that Kanye said that his are worth about $300 million. His old catalog is still kind of in play today. So I can see how that plays out, you know?
Yeah.
But to me, I think it was a very smart move for several different reasons. I think, you own your masters. We're in the streaming age. Sure, people are streaming your music more, but you have to stream an album, or I believe, an album 2,600 times for it to count as one sale. And I don't know how many people are streaming Lil Wayne's albums when he is a mixtape artist. Most of his huge hits came off of these mixtapes that he did of other people's music. So as he's selling his professional catalog, not the mixtape stuff, but maybe, I can see that he's looking at the numbers saying, okay, I get paid X amount of dollars every month or every quarter from these songs. Like Joe Budden said in his podcast, he made an album called Rage, and he gets paid $1,500 every month off of that. Lil Wayne is a way bigger artist, which means I'm sure he has way more expenses. So I think he was looking at them numbers and we're like, okay, if we continue doing this, you can just account for depreciation a year from now. If he's getting $10,000 every single month, next year he'll probably start getting $9,000 every single month. And then the year after that, maybe $8,000. And then so he's looking at it saying, for me to make $100 million off of these songs, I probably would have to wait 50 years. So he could have just taken that $100 million, split it however way he needed to, and he gets 50 million. That is that's an amount of money that can grow exponentially somewhat quickly if he were to invest in something else that could give him ownership. We haven't heard of Chamillionaire in X amount of years, but he is off tripling and quadrupling his worth in San Francisco. You know what I'm talking about, the tech capital of the world, Silicon Valley.
Oh, Silicon Valley.
He's been just growing his wealth in Silicon Valley quietly off of the money he made on like 3 songs. What are Chamillionaire songs again? They See Me Rolling. What else?
Just Riding Dirty.
Riding Dirty.
Riding Dirty. Is that the same song? They See Me Rolling.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, that's one song. And he got like 2 other songs, right?
See, he's on a Sierra track.
I just know Riding Dirty.
I know he got
only
one
because I
other.
know that album really well, but
He got one other one, but you can see he got a couple of his songs got up on out of here, and and I honestly don't think that the music industry is designed for you to make money off of it for a very, very, very long time, unless you catch a few mega hits and then you're paid forever.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think?
That was a fair deal. Smart move on his part. I mean, if you put it in that way, he has to wait like 50 years to make what he just made. I mean,
I don't know that for sure,
hard
but I'm
to.
just saying.
I mean, I would consider that make sense, especially nowadays. But I think as long as he still has points on some of his music, I think he should still be okay.
I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm also taking into consideration that he just pled guilty for that gun charge. And
oh, really?
He just pled guilty for the gun charge. And I think, I don't know if you guys know this, but when Gucci Mane went to prison, he gave his money to Keisha Kayor, and I think he gave her like $500,000 when he came out. She had $5 million for him, something like that. Mm-hmm. And I think that Lil Wayne could take that large lump sum of cash and just be like, all right, let me not sit on a couple monthly checks. I could give these guys the money. He himself is a huge expense. If he's going to be sitting in a cell for a long time, that cuts the cost of the Lil Wayne LLC per se. And they could just take that money and just throw it in tech, throw it in real estate, throw it in whatever. That way, when he comes out, he's sitting on way more money than he would have if he was just sitting on them residual checks. That's the way I see it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds to me like he was thinking more about the future, not necessarily about, like, he was cashing out. And I know he was probably like, well, I am a mixtape artist, so I don't necessarily need to own these masters anymore. I want to cash out for the future. And with the gun charge.
Let me not be disrespectful though. Lil Wayne has been on some of the hottest, biggest songs of all time, radio records too.
Yeah.
But his true big songs that we all used to jive with was their mixtapes. Right. But I don't want to say he's not a pop artist too, because he definitely was on the radio.
Totally.
Crazy.
Totally.
Yeah.
Miss Officer?
That was it for you?
That was it. It's a good one.
That's a good one.
It's a good one.
The 9th grade?
I was in the ninth grade singing it, not knowing what the fuck it was about.
I knew what it was about. I didn't know what it was about for me, but I was like, yeah, the officer clearly wants to arrest him. But yeah, okay, that's my take on Lil Wayne. You guys, nothing.
That's my take on it. Not a big take, but
smart man.
Smart man. Was he underpaid? In your head, in your eyes?
That's a hell of a perspective. You know what I mean? But I guess for all of his hits, which are many, I guess I would say like relative to what? Because you guys just said he's not a big a star as someone like Taylor Swift. So
yeah,
I don't know if he was underpaid. I don't think so. Based on that argument, I would say no, he's not underpaid. But also, it's $100 million.
Right? I'm like,
but you gotta remember.
Good to me.
You gotta remember, us as actors. How many times have you gotten that SAG day rate, whatever, and then the money comes in, you gotta split it with your agent. Your agent wants the gross, not the net. You gotta pay tax. I don't know if you got a manager. When it's all said and done, you pretty much getting maybe 45% of the money.
You're getting $2.
Yeah. Not $2.
Buy yourself a Happy Meal.
So, I mean, 50 mil is still a good payout, but I don't know for how much work he's done over, 20 years?
20 plus, maybe.
I don't know. I don't know that I would have sold my
entire catalog.
Yeah.
Hottest songs.
Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, maybe not an immediate payout, but that's a little bit of security for the rest of your life.
Some people do say that, you know, that he pretty much took the money out of his kids' pockets. But again, that goes back to me saying the music is not all he is. Like I said with Chameleon, he could have went over there, created some, you know, some app that, you know, I don't know, you know, here's a great example. Nas, one of the more celebrated rappers, he made a bulk of his money in tech, right? He invested in Bevel, which is not tech, but he also invested in the Ring app. And I think that his cut when they had sold it, it was something like $35 million. And he wasn't worth that before, you know, and he was already a pretty big star. So I think that it's all perspective. You know, I understand that the music check looks nice right then and there, but that's just also, what do they call that? A low-hanging fruit, where it's like, okay, if you just play your cards right and you do a little research on what's coming up next, you know, like Shaq, back in the day when Shaq was in that hotel and somebody came up to him, started talking to him, invited him to that boardroom, and he became one of the early principal investors in Google. Can you imagine how much money Shaq has from Google that he never got from playing basketball? You know what I'm saying? That's how I see it.
Yeah.
You know. All right, great. So that was my Lil Wayne take. Earlier today, I asked you guys to all come up with one, maybe two things that you guys want to talk about. So who wants to go first? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. There's one more thing I want to do before we get off of music. Kid Cudi dropped a new album. Do you guys hear it?
Oh, I haven't heard it yet, but I'm excited to listen.
You're excited to listen, you?
I was listening to Evermore.
That was gonna be my thing. I was gonna say you guys listening to the Taylor Swift album.
I actually downloaded both. I just haven't gotten to Kid Cudi yet. Yeah.
Are you a Kid Cudi fan? Are you depressed?
I wouldn't say, but I downloaded him, Shawn Mendes, and Taylor. I just haven't gotten around to listen to all of them.
Shawn Mendes.
Shawn Mendes put out an album?
He did. It's called Wonder.
He should have called it Poof.
Poof?
Yeah.
Why?
After Charlie Poof. You gotta pay his respects.
Sick of string Poof.
I think it's the same name as the Netflix documentary, I think. So it's like coinciding. But
what is it called?
It's a documentary on Shawn Mendes?
It's coinciding with the Wonder documentary.
It's like a partnership.
Probably.
Yeah. What? Why you needed a documentary?
They all do that now. They all put out a
But why?
album.
He just like came out of YouTube, no?
No, that's Charlie Puth. No, wait a second. I think that's Charlie Puth who came out of YouTube.
Shawn Mendes, I don't think he did.
Nah, Shawn Mendes, they picked him up out of some gutter somewhere, and they just, you know.
I don't know if that's
every documentary story. I was so sad and poor. My family only had 100,000.
Sad documentary and more like behind the scenes. There's like Homecoming, and then Gaga had one. Ariana's coming out with one. Shawn has one.
This is the same video.
Homecoming is Beyonce, right?
Yes.
Oh, the hype is gonna be on that.
You better quit. You better quit. Have you watched Homecoming?
Which one was that? Was that the
one
where...
You went to Beychella. You were there, live and in person.
Wait, what was the one that came out this year?
That's
Black is King.
Black is King.
Ah, okay. Oh, that's why I don't remember it, because I was like, I know she dropped one for Lion King. I did go to Beychella. I didn't really know most of the songs. I ain't gonna lie to you. I knew the Girls Run the World, and then I was just like,
The Girls Run the World.
I know that one, but it wasn't really a concert for me. I was being security officer for my cousin. You know, make sure. Homecoming. Okay, I'm gonna check it out.
It's a good film, I think.
Okay. So it's pretty much just kind of like everybody's copying off of Justin Bieber. Remember when he did that 10, 11, 12, 13 years ago?
I wouldn't say that's copying then.
Was he alive 12 years ago?
Yeah,
Justin Bieber. 12.
Yes, that's when Justin Bieber became a thing. He still had the swoop hair, and he had a concert movie ish sort of that we played at church. Funny enough, And
Oh, Never Say Never.
Never Say Never. Yeah, he was a little kid. You remember that?
Theaters. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Justin Bieber cornered that market. I mean, like Michael was in theaters with one. But I'll give it to you.
I'm not fighting for Justin Bieber, by the way. You know.
Oh, I thought you were.
No, I'm not. But now that I think about it, I think Michael Jackson had one too.
Yeah, there was This Is It, and then there was a couple. I think there was one before it too.
You know, This Is It came out the same year that
he died, right?
Yeah, it was the same year he died.
Yeah.
It was directed by the same dude that created High School Musical. Not created, who directed High School
Musical. Ortega? Kenny Ortega?
Kenny Ortega, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's been like Janet had one long time ago. They just weren't
huge,
yeah.
So what you're telling me is that you went off to listen to Taylor Swift's album. You didn't listen to Kid Cudi's album?
I don't know where you got that. I said that I downloaded all three of them, and I haven't gotten the Kid Cudi yet.
Okay, so you didn't listen to Kid Cudi's album?
Yet.
But you heard Taylor Swift's album?
Yeah.
Is it as good as they say?
It is very good.
It is very good?
Mm-hmm. Shaun's is like, I liked the one before, but Taylor's is very, very good.
I don't know about Shawn Mendes. To me, I don't even know if he's a real Hispanic person, but that's for a different.
He don't look it.
He is
Irish?
Portuguese, I believe.
Oh.
Please.
But is he half Portuguese or is his
I believe he's half Portuguese.
The other half is
Caucasian?
European.
I don't know about that. Charlie, please keep it all the way 100 with me. I ain't gonna lie.
His mother is English and his father is completely Portuguese. Yeah.
Wow. He definitely does not look that.
Why does he should make songs in Spanish?
I mean, I think he does.
He was on Senorita.
Senorita?
The song.
Oh, I know that one.
Wasn't he on that track? No.
Yeah, with Camila Cabello.
She's one of those.
She is gorgeous.
Is she really? She's one of those people that like she has a name and you know they're like it's like somebody created her in a workshop somewhere and then they just made a celebrity.
Yeah, wasn't she
Fifth Harmony?
Fifth Harmony, yeah, there you go. So
Fifth Harmony.
Interesting. Okay, so give us the breakdown, give us a take as our Swift official.
It's just a very fun, but also, I'm not going to say deep. It's just a very solid album. You know what I mean? You know how 1989 was just like solid.
Okay. Is it folky?
No, 1989. Or maybe
no, that's folklore.
That came after 1987 and 88.
That's why he don't love you, man.
Why you make it so
hard?
I'm
not a T-Swizzle fan.
Which one is the one that had the you, I am not your girlfriend.
Avril Lavigne.
I
don't think that's Taylor Swift.
Yo, you a hard T-Swizzle fan, huh? You know all her music. He was a scared boy.
I legit
it sounded like you were mashing Girlfriend and Shake It Off.
Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. This hard beat. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
Which album was that?
The lyrics from Avril Lavigne.
What album was that?
That was 1989.
Okay, that was a good album. I like that one. Every song is a hit almost.
Mm-hmm. I think this is similar.
So you think this is one of her classic mixtapes?
Yeah.
I heard half of it. I saw the back. Yeah, I did. To be honest with you, I really don't know how I got to listening to it. I just saw the back of her head on Instagram.
The braid.
The braid. I'm pretty sure I followed a photographer that took the picture. So when I saw that, I was just like, that looked like the back of Taylor's head. And then I went to her page and she said something about like we just couldn't stop making music, so we just put out an album. And I just said, let me go listen to it, and I fell asleep listening to it. So I think I heard half of it, and I mean I ain't got no comment.
Did you get to the song with Haim?
You know what? It all kind of played off as one long song because, like, you know, when it not to say.
Is it Haim or Haim? I don't know. I've never heard it.
Haim.
I thought it was Chaim.
It's probably Haim.
Yeah, he's a Jewish fellow. Chaim.
3 girls.
I think they're 3 girls or 3 sisters.
There you go.
3 Jewish
So
girls.
I you know when you listen to an album just song after song, like I didn't pay attention to the name of the songs. I couldn't tell you a single name on it. I didn't even know the name of the album. I thought it was Everfolk or something, but I don't know. But I heard it and I was just like, all right, so I'm gonna turn this off now.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe I need to go back.
How's Kid Cudi?
I mean, listen, man. Shout out to Kid Cudi. Shout out to Kid Cudi, man. It wasn't really that good.
So why are you roasting me? Because I haven't listened to it yet. What was the reason?
Because he's black.
What is that? Explain that.
Because I mean, when Nate Robinson hit the mat after that, after that racist punch, that punch swung in the air and said, "Nigga!" Bah! Got him down to the ground. I said, "I'm gonna support my brother."
You saw that interview?
I sure
did.
The
lady that asked Jake Paul, "Is it racist that you knocked him out?"
Okay, so
like that's a shitty question.
I'm gonna stand with Nate in this situation, and when it comes to the albums coming, I'm gonna stand with Kid Cudi. I mean, he could put out the worst one, and I mean, listen, man. But if he's the only black one, we have a almost Hispanic guy. We have a Taylor Swift, and then we got Kid Cudi. So of course, I'm gonna put Kid Cudi number 1. I'm gonna check the resources in the background of Carfax on Shawn Mendes, and then I'll put him number 2. And then, put Taylor number 3. She's already privileged. So what does she need me for?
I mean, Chris and Carmella can fact check me, but I think he's Latin and not Hispanic.
That's even worse. So now he got to go number 3.
Yeah, I guess that's Latin.
That's worse?
Yeah.
Well, it's worse than No, it's not. Chris, don't say that. It's not worse. Like
you said it.
I didn't say it was worse.
No,
I guess he's Latin.
Yeah, he was agreeing to. Yeah,
I'm not
Latin.
I'm not saying it's worse. I'm saying as far as like, the Latin folks, they look like white people, right? The Spaniards, the Italian.
Sometimes.
Well, see, that's different too, because Hispanic just means you come from a country that speaks Spanish. Mm-hmm. If you're Latin, you're from a Latin American country, I think. So I don't even think he's Latin.
Not Latin. He's just Spanish.
Because you don't necessarily have to speak Spanish in Latin America, like Brazil. You speak Portuguese.
Wait, you say he's from Portugal?
He's half Portuguese.
His father's Portuguese.
So he's Brazilian.
No.
So he's from Portugal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me ask you a question, Kelby. Do you?
He'd just be guessing.
No, you say he's half Portuguese, and I know that the Brazilians speak Portuguese.
They do speak Portuguese.
But then I was just trying to say he's from
Portugal.
Okay, I got it. I don't know what they look like, so like I said, I'm gonna do the fact checking. Kid Cudi got to be number 1 off the scrumph of him being black, and then number 2, that's up for debate.
Right on.
What was the question, Rashani?
Oh, do you as a Black person feel a responsibility to always make sure you immediately consume Black art?
No. It depends on the situation. If the same weekend a Black person drops their art and a white drops theirs, I will probably go watch, unless it's, there's a list of the whites. So I'm like, yo, I got to go check that out. But
Bryan
say it again.
Cranston.
Bryan Cranston, I'm still not watching that show that he's on because I don't trust him.
It looks like
the Judge show.
Yeah, everybody's saying it's great, but I really just don't trust Bryan
Breaking
Cranston
Bad,
anymore.
but he's a judge.
I just don't. I don't trust.
Just covering up more crime.
I don't trust his choices, man. So I don't want to be I don't want to have to take him off my top 5 list. So I'm being careful to watch it. But everybody's telling me, somebody even gave me their account to watch it, but I don't know. But like, if Tyler Perry came out the same weekend that the guy on Chris's arm came out, then I probably have to go watch Tyler Perry first.
Yeah,
but that does not mean that they are free from criticism. Okay, because if I go watch your stuff and it wasn't right, I'm gonna let you know it wasn't right. Just like that Louisiana restaurant I went to the other day. I'm not gonna say the name.
Popeye?
I went to a Louisiana restaurant, small business, Black-owned business, and I ordered my food. I paid $12.98 plus a $3 tip. And
if you say it had lettuce in it, I'm gonna be so mad at you.
Wasn't the lettuce. It wasn't the lettuce. I went outside and I waited for it for 20, 25 minutes ish. And I thought it was about to be something nice. They gave me 3 small pieces of chicken. I ate it and then was just like, damn, I'm hungry.
It's lame. I hate when they do that to you.
And I was just like, bro, like, I was trying to go to Panda Express, brother. I was trying to give my money over to our friends in Asia. And I came to you because I wanted to support your business. But guess what? I'm no longer coming back here because I'm $15 poorer and a lot hungrier.
Right on.
What size did you get?
And sides? Like, what you mean sides?
Like, you just got chicken? You didn't get sides? Like,
I ordered a meal, and the meal was 3 pieces of chicken.
What about
with
red beans and rice, fries,
little
mashed potatoes, mac, nothing? That's why you stay hungry.
All right, now
you paid $13
for plus $3 a tip that I gave to his daughters, and they gave me 3 pieces of chicken. And the ranch wasn't even in a little, the little containers that you could. They gave me one little thing of ranch that you could get at McDonald's, like, that you could slip it open.
Peel packet.
Yeah, the little peel. Not even the. You know what? That's too nice because McDonald's is a little higher in quality, but. They gave me, the ones that you could just and then squirt it on it. They gave me one of those and they gave me 3 packets of hot sauce. And I paid $16 for that. And that's wrong, bro.
It just keeps going up.
Because I paid $12.98 and I gave $3 in tip.
Yeah.
Got no sides for $13.
There was no side. So that's the type of thing that I'm like, I will go support your business, but you're not above criticism. If you did me wrong, too bad.
Speaking of, I took a look at some black art, and I watched Jingle Jangle this weekend.
You watched Jingle Jangle?
I watched Jingle Jangle. I really liked it. That was good.
Really?
It was a cute movie.
Okay, I hear that some people are putting it in their top 5 Christmas movies.
It reminded me of the numbers. Reminded me of The Greatest Showman.
Okay.
Like that opening number in the snow, and everybody's like, with the top hats. Reminded me of Greatest Showman.
Now, this might just be me. This might be a film nerd person type thing. But when you were watching it, did you feel like they didn't need to shoot everything at like 1.2 aperture? Like, you felt the same thing? Okay, because I was watching it and I was just like, damn, like y'all could have just bumped this thing down to like 7, and it would have been a nicer shot. I thought I was the only person. So everything was like, the person in the foreground was sharp, and then everything in the back was super.
It looks like us right now on Skype.
Oh.
Yeah, and I was like, you guys could have used that a little bit more, like strategically, and not every shot. Because I even saw a wide shot where the people in the front were dancing and they were out of focus, and I was just like, But outside of that,
yeah, especially during the dance numbers, the big ones, you have to make sure everybody see everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have even probably said like shoot that at like 12 or something, whatever. But these huge dance numbers, Let everybody be seen. I wouldn't want to be sweating and dancing my titties off, and
You
damn,
can't even see me.
yeah, you can't even see me. You got to see me in the credits. Like, come on now. But outside of that, fantastic movie. I enjoyed it myself personally. You know, I could have done it without the music, but outside of that, yeah.
Nah, that makes a Christmas movie 90% of the time.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. No, nothing is better than Evito right now. So.
Throwback. As a callback to an old episode.
I really don't know why that upsets you guys. Evito is so fantastic, and it has one of the most costume changes in any movie ever.
It's not upsetting.
That's the only fact you bring up.
It's
this
just
musical.
surprising. Very
why
surprising.
Is it surprising? It's great.
You're talking about the movie or the actual
movie.
musical?
No, the movie.
Yeah, I can't ride with you.
Have you seen the movie?
I've seen the movie and I've seen the show.
Well, the show I'm sure is not good, but the movie, you didn't like it?
I'll give more leeway to the show, which I don't really like. The movie, I did not like at all. I'm so sorry.
Okay. All right. So, anything else in music? Music. Anybody drop that you guys like?
Well, my topic is an anniversary. It'll be 2 days past when you guys hear this, but it has been 7 years since we were graced with the self-titled album that changed music forever. Forever. Beyonce.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. Me and Beyonce.
Hold on. Let me go check to see which album is the Beyonce album. Because there is one Beyonce album that I really, 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 really like.
I think you like 4.
Yeah, you like 4.
This is the one with Drunken Love.
Yeah, this is right. This is after 4.
You sure it's 4? Let me go back and see.
I think so.
4 has Party, Run the World.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, too.
4 is that one for me. 4 is that one. So Beyonce came out with the album 7 years ago.
The surprise drop that now everybody does.
Right. And that's when she was dancing on the beach with Jay?
Well, that has EXO in it?
EXO.
Yes.
All right. That's my jam right
Partition.
Bangers.
Below.
Man. What a good
just
time.
it's a perfect album.
Is it perfect?
Yeah. It's a perfect album.
You even like that song with Drake?
Mine?
I love that song.
See, now I'll be a Drake fan this episode.
Yeah, I want to go listen to it.
I honestly feel like that's one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life.
That is your opinion, or your wrong opinion that you are entitled to.
It is. Yeah, I know. But
and didn't the video came out shortly after, right? Because I feel
she released everything at once.
That's right.
All 17 videos and the
music. Oh, that was the album that had the 17 videos?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, they gave her the bag for that one. My goodness, 17 videos.
No promo, no hinting. I pulled up iTunes and it said Beyonce. And I was like, what the hell is happening?
You're about to go to bed and then...
I just finished an episode of Scandal, a real good episode of Scandal.
You remember which one it was?
He remembers the exact date.
I do, because it was me, Carmella, and my boyfriend at the time, and we went and got food. We went and got wings, I think.
Come on, wings. Ooh, I know what wings.
$16 wings. Look at her getting excited for some 7-year-old wings.
They were good. They have good ranch there.
Good ranch does do something too.
Blue cheese, yeah, blue cheese. And pulled out the iTunes, and it was just like all there ready, immediately bought.
Question for you: what phone did you have?
I had an iPhone 4 or 5, I believe.
Yeah, those seem like architects now.
I know. I think it looks like what the 12 looks like now. I have that little block.
Mm-hmm. I think that was
block
before.
edges.
That was before. You know the album, Chris?
The Beyonce album, yeah.
Yeah. You do know?
I do actually know that one.
I wonder if she performed it at Beychella. I don't really remember.
Yeah, she did.
Oh, okay.
Not
All right.
everything, but it was like most of the songs.
I think she probably did because that show was about 7 hours long. But child, my back was hurting.
Sit down somewhere.
I sure did. Just until people started stepping on me.
Kelby gonna be the one guy with a lawn.
Sit on the ground.
I did, but a little background to that. That was a pre spine surgery, and my back was like not having it. I sat down in the weekend show too, and somebody stepped on my fingers, and then I grabbed him by the calf.
I can picture one dude out the crowd.
Nah, it's funny because they was like, we just saw a hole in the crowd, so we was just trying to fill it. I was like, don't talk about the hole being that big. I'm not that big. So.
Yeah. What are you judging me for?
Okay. Thank you.
That was my I really love that album, so I'm glad. I feel like everyone is just trying to do the Beyonce surprise drop for the last 7 years.
That's about to go away.
Maybe.
It's about to go away because the numbers are not reflecting it, you know. And let's see, when do you remember when Drake dropped Views?
I think it was the next year.
Next year, okay, that's 2016.
No,
2016.
Well, it would be like 2014.
2016. Drake dropped Views, and now I want to say that's the last album I saw incredible promo for. They had a Snapchat.
That was Little Drake.
Little Drake. They had that. That was even. That wasn't
that
even
on people's shoulders and shit.
Yeah, he put that, and then they had the one with the eyeballs. They had the posters on the bus. They had the posters all over the billboards. They had all that stuff, and then that album he did 1 million first week. So
Views came right after Lemonade.
Okay. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I think Beyonce did that, but not everybody's Beyonce. And the people who are trying that, they're coming back with, 10,000 sales in the first week. And it's like, you know what? You probably should have done the media cycle or went on Jimmy Fallon. You know what I mean? You should have done a little bit of that. So that's about to go away, especially with COVID. I think when COVID ends, people are just dropping music right now, and the numbers are dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. Eventually, people are gonna be like, all right, let's put some money behind this. Let's come out with an album that people are gonna care about, Yeah. And that's where I think Bruno Mars is right now.
And Adele.
Yeah.
Adele is on a treadmill somewhere.
Well, she was on SNL.
She's not dropping no album though. That's for sure.
I feel like she has it. I feel like it's ready. It's just sitting there waiting for like a good time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much money that's messed up right now.
Because even like Taylor and Kid Cudi, they like a week out, they'll just release the album cover, or they'll be like, it's coming, and it's like, oh, surprise album in 3 days. Beyonce just dropped that shit. Like
those are different artists. Beyonce has a certain fan base that she probably could drop the album while she's still recording it. Okay,
she could. Yeah, because even Lemonade, like on HBO, a month out, you saw the poster and you were like, oh, she's doing something.
Let me see what Beyonce did first week. I want to say it was about 300,000.
It was 800.
Oh, for real?
For self-titled?
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm saying. She got that audience that, but not everybody's Beyonce. Not everybody's Taylor Swift. Even Kid Cudi. I think people knew that he was going to put this out, but he's definitely holding on to the fact that he's naming it Man on the Moon 3. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not all Beyonce, I'll tell you that.
Nobody's Beyonce.
Even the cachet of Beyonce. But let's see what she did first week. So she did about 80,000 in the first 3 hours and 430,000 in the first 24 hours. On the second day, she did 120, and Oh, she released it late. So normally they would release it on a Thursday or do a 3-day sale. She did a 2-day sale and she got $550 after that. And the 3-day sale cycle she did $617. So I mean she's doing her stand numbers, but I will say this, if they invested a little bit into putting out promotion for that album, she would have done 1.5 million for sure.
But I think by now it's like it's got to be platinum, like more over.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Once or twice over.
If Beyonce sells her catalog for $150 million, you guys calling her dumb?
No, because she'll never do that. Never called you
It's
that.
irrelevant. It ain't
Irrelevant, because Beyonce and dumb in the same sentence is not gonna happen.
But the truth is, Lil Wayne probably has more sales than Beyonce. Let's keep it 1,000.
What?
Lil Wayne probably has more sales than Beyonce.
After what you just read?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Much. And I say this because I know it's a fact. But Lil Wayne's he had an album that hit 3 or 4 million, was it? And it was physical copies, like 3 million got off the shelf. Let's see, Carter.
Are we factoring in Destiny's Child? Because
I did not know. The splits are different than that. She got to share that with 3.5.
Yeah, I would say just go on Beyonce, not Michelle and.
All right, so he did 1.3 on Carter 2, and then he did Carter 3. He did 1.01 million on Carter 3. The Carter, he did less, 878. Rebirth, he did wow, what a big drop. 176,000. I don't know if that factors in streaming, but I do know that Lil Wayne's streaming numbers, or more like sale numbers, are higher than Beyonce. But what I think the difference might be is the fact that when Lil Wayne's music sells, people stop listening. Well, let me not say they stop listening to it, but that Beyonce's album is in rotation like the first week it was coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like people are still listening to that in the shower.
Are those numbers that you're citing like over time or first week?
Let's go back. Okay, let's see. First week, 176 on Rebirth. And
let me look up B.
Say it again.
I'm gonna look up Beyonce.
Okay. And then in the second week, went to 89,000. Rebirth, I don't think did very well at all. But that was, I think, that was when he tried to become a rock star. He was putting out a rock album.
Yeah.
If you guys remember that. But then the I Am Not a Human Being did 110 first week. So I think that there's a difference. There's a little bit of a difference. But he also has more of a catalog than Beyonce does too.
I'm looking at her albums, and again, this is overall.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't have any that are under 1 million.
First week?
Not first week. That's what I'm asking.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, the thing is, I'm sure over time, it's always gonna hit 1 million. You know, when you got a Beyonce, when you got Lil Wayne and those type of things. But that's why I say I think Beyonce's music probably has a little bit more longevity than Lil Wayne's music. I don't think
11 million, 8 million, 5 million.
What are you looking at?
Just overall sales.
On Wikipedia?
No. This is on Billboard.
Oh, okay, got it.
Yeah, so Lemonade, her last was 2.5.
Lemonade has 2.5 right now. Isn't Lemonade? People say that that's her best album ever.
Yeah, but I think it came out in a different time. This is like copies.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'd have to go back and check Lil Wayne's again then. But yeah, what do you think Beyonce's masters are worth? Don't say $1 billion.
I was gonna say $1 billion.
Yeah, a few bill at least. Like
a few bill.
Her singles are just like, yeah, I don't know.
Well, maybe because I remember Jay-Z said that his music catalog is worth about $75 million, if I remember that quote correctly. So if Beyonce is world icon, everybody knows who she is, I can imagine that it'd be at least 5 times more. And even then, I don't think it touches $1 billion yet. But maybe 500, 600, I could probably sit with that. But even then, that might be a lot. I don't know. Who's hotter, Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
Beyonce.
Beyonce is hotter than Taylor, not like in the streets.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Not, you know what I'm saying? Like if they both put out an album first, same week, who's getting more sales?
Beyonce.
Nah.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Why do you say that?
Taylor has some kind of magical spell on the first week. She does. Beyonce probably can get 400,000, on a let's say they both have the same marketing strategy. They got the billboards, they get the Instagram filter, they get a Snapchat filter, they get everything. They sell themselves out. One does Jimmy Kimmel, the other does Jimmy Fallon. They really go out and promote this album.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift is gonna get 2 million first week.
No. Beyonce has what I'm not sure, so I don't want to say, but I'm not sure if Taylor Swift has this. Beyonce has crossover.
Taylor Swift does not have crossover, but you got to remember there's more people who look like Taylor Swift.
That's true, but people that look like us support in droves.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. But Taylor has been getting 1 million first week for the past 4 albums. Beyonce has not got 1 million first week ever.
I think put them on even ground, like you're saying, with promotion and build up. I think Beyonce takes it.
Damn. All right. Well, you know what? Before we go on break, we're gonna tell you guys this. Everybody who's listening to the podcast right now, and I mean to tell this to Carmella, we're gonna put it on our own Instagram page this upcoming week. Now that we've said it out loud, we're gonna have a Blackstalgia Instagram page, and Carmella's gonna manage it. But let us know, pound for pound, album comes out first week, who's doing more sales in the first week, Taylor Swift or Beyonce?
We'll do a poll.
We'll do a poll.
On the stories.
All right, everybody share, please. All right, and we're going on break, and then we'll come back shortly.
Sick.
All right, welcome back to the Blackstalgia podcast. All right, so we're done off of music. I actually really did not expect that we're going to have an hour-long conversation about that, so I appreciate you guys' candor this week. All right, so who else brought their conversation to the table today?
I did.
Hey, what's up?
So we're in the Christmas season, so I wanted to ask you guys a question. When did you guys stop believing in Santa? When did you find out that he wasn't real? Unless I'm telling you guys now, he's not real. So sorry, Chris.
Damn, that's it for Chris. No dad, no Santa.
No dad, no Santa. What's the difference? Can't find either. Shoot, I don't even remember.
I don't know.
Maybe
Sorry, go Chris.
10 or 11, maybe?
Okay.
It wasn't too early, but it wasn't too late either.
Was it a moment like where you sad or you were just kind of like, all right, moving on?
No, once I realized Tim Allen is Tim Allen and not Santa, that was like, all right,
It's
I
done.
got it. I got it.
Mine was a moment.
Okay.
I wrote a list to Santa because I only got one Christmas gift from my parents growing up once. And we never had a tree or anything like that. And I'm not really 100% sure why they gave us a gift that year, but they put it under our bed. And I got a Bible and I wanted a racer scooter. And my mom was like, yeah, you'll get one. And then she never gave it to me. So she got me a kid's Bible. And I think my dad gave me $20 at the next day. So the next year I was like, it's lit. I'm about to have a amazing Christmas. And I'm pretty sure I saw Santa Claus. I'm not disputing it. But that's a story for another time. But I wrote a list for Santa and I put it on my wall. And I walked outside. There's a couple of guests that came to their house. They was all looking at me like some cool kid. I was like, yeah, you know what the vibe is. We here, we hanging out, chilling. I was playing piano for them, you know, feeding them cookies and whatnot. They was like, yo, let's go play in your room. And I walked in there, and this is not a kid. This was like a 19-year-old. He walked in my room. He looked on the wall. He kind of smirked a little bit. And I was like, let's play with these cars, brothers. Play with the cars. And he started playing with me. And then he was like, yo, I'll be right back. And so he went outside. I went out the room. And I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for you in the living room. He came back with my list in his hand. He was like, yo, who wrote this stupid-ass list? And I was like, me? And he was like, a boy your age writing a Santa Claus? Doofy ass, stupid ass kid. I was like, oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and then that was the day I was like, man, give me that list. And I like threw it away. And I was like, all right, that's it. I'm not writing a Santa Claus no more. And I didn't get a gift that year. So
How old were you?
I know.
So I was still in Fort Lauderdale. So I had to be, this is definitely before second half of the 8th grade. So I probably was maybe 10, 9 or 10. Mm-hmm. I don't even know who that person was.
I hope that guy's missing his middle toe.
Man, that's crazy, man. Spread love and kindness, man.
You know, he's not like super inconvenienced, just slightly.
Yeah, he just kind of be like, I feel like it's a little, it's kind of breezy down there.
I got so much room.
What about you, Rashani?
This one foot it's a size 8.
Yeah, 2 different size shoes.
I was obviously pretty religious, so I don't know that I ever knew about Santa once I was older. So I think it was just like, it's Christmas.
Oh.
There are pictures of me as a toddler with Santa.
A white Santa or a black one?
I was gonna ask that.
He was white, but it was just like a mall Santa. So I'm sitting in his lap and stuff. But once I was 8 or 9, or I don't ever remember having a recollection of, okay, go to bed because Santa's gonna put the cookies out. I could totally be wrong. My parents are gonna be like, you idiot. But
They would never.
Don't remember.
Did y'all put out cookies?
Yeah, that's what
actually, my dad definitely did put out cookies.
I never did.
I did not. I was told. Okay, so for y'all, did Santa bring you presents, or he put stuff in your stocking?
Both.
Nothing.
He brought me one big gift, and then he put stuff in stockings.
No, I was always told he's gonna put some stuff in your stocking. Chill. Like, you'll wake up tomorrow, it's gonna be stuff in your stocking. And then I wake up and there'll be like Lilo and Stitch on DVD on the stocking. I'm like, yo, Santa, you the bomb.
That's so cute.
Is that just me?
Yeah, pretty early on, I remember it just amounting to, what do you want for Christmas?
I hate asking that. Yeah.
I would ask for it, and then it would
It would just be there.
It'd just be there.
I
And
asked
to
for the
this day,
Space Gray
that's how I asked for.
It just showed up.
It's the Space Gray.
Now it's not my parents anymore.
Yeah.
It's my daddy, not my dad. You know.
This took a turn.
But you still gotta ask for what you want.
You still gotta
That's
sit
life.
on his lap.
Yeah, that's life.
So
you guys don't talk about this heathenistic stuff.
never.
Santa or
I'm trying to be mature this episode. And Rashawn coming over here talking about daddy.
He's
You want the
daddy.
truth?
change
Do you
the
want the truth?
dynamic.
Don't get me started. Yeah, I actually did put out the cookies. We put out carrots 1 year. And I always used to wake up the next day and ain't nobody took a bite out of them or nothing. And I was just like, damn, my dad couldn't even fake it. Like you clearly took me to the store to go get these Keebler cookies, and you didn't even want to take one bite out of them or just throw it away or something. Like, y'all the worst, man.
So when you have kids, are you gonna do the whole thing?
100%.
You have to.
Yeah.
I got
I'm
to.
gonna take a few bites out of the cookie.
For sure. It's a must. Like, you know, my Santa might be Puerto Rican, but outside of that, you know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
it.
man.
That's
Doesn't
all.
matter.
More festive Santa.
Yeah, he'll come right on in there. Hola. How do you say kids, Chris? In
Go
Spanish?
ahead. No,
How do
you
say
tell
it?
me.
No, you tell me. I'm asking you. You're the Latinx.
You said kids,
Yeah, kids. How do you say kids?
niños.
Hola, niños.
Puercos.
Yo eres muy Santa
Yes.
Claus. And I was like, all right, for sure. Boom. I would definitely do it. And I'll get them the Razor scooter that my parents never got me.
Oh, you're gonna dress up.
I'm not going to dress up now.
Hmm.
I'm still 10
See,
tone down.
Caucasian families, they take the bite out the cookie and then they put boots in powdered sugar
Yes.
and put it leading up to the thing.
Wait,
I'm
what
like,
is
that's
this?
too much.
To the
What is this?
fireplace.
To the
To the
fireplace.
from the fireplace to the plate of cookies and to the tree, they put their boots on like powdered sugar or like flour. So it looks like he came out the snow, walked to the fireplace, from the fireplace to the
Cookie.
tree, to the plate, back out.
So cute.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's kind of hard though. That's kind of hard. Don't say it's just for the colonizers. I like that one.
I do that, but I make the kid clean it up next morning.
See,
Here's
for
the broom.
for my nephew, we did we got like this, you can get the app where Santa calls you now.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and then you just like put in their information, like their name, their age, some of the stuff they're into, and then you talk to Santa. And then we like had him in another room and we knocked on the door and left a little gift. And it's like a little bag of oatmeal and like a bag of glitter, like mixed together. And it's for like reindeer food. So you like leave it out on your front step the night before on Christmas Eve. That way Santa has something to eat, the cookies, and the reindeer has something to eat too.
So you do this for your nieces and nephews, Carmella? Because I know you say you didn't want to have none of these little grubby-headed kids coming up into your house.
Yeah. I haven't been home for Christmas in a while, but the last time, which was like maybe 3 years ago, that's what I did. I get super into it.
I would die if that Santa app did it all robotronic. You put on the information, you're like, "Hello, Jonathan."
Bosley. Do this every week. Go investigate who that is. All right. Yeah, that's exciting. Have you guys ever had to have a Christmas where you didn't get any gifts and then your mom sent you to your friend's house and they was opening gifts and then they realized you was there without nothing, so they gave you one of their gifts from the year before?
That's very specific.
Can't
That
say.
happened to me.
Was
I
it
wonder
wrapped?
who would that happen to.
What happened?
Did they wrap it or they were just like, oh, here, I don't
Nah,
want
it was a gift from the year before. They gave me some like dollar store headphones. And it wasn't even open. They were just like, we didn't want this last year. We still don't want it this year. So you can have it. And you know what? I was so excited. I was like, damn, somebody got me a Christmas gift. Wow, this feels amazing. Thank you. I was so excited.
So do you have a Christmas tree now because you didn't have one when you were a kid?
No. To be honest with you, I wanted one once I hit adulthood, but I never got it. But this year doesn't really feel like Christmas. It doesn't really have that feeling to it.
No.
You know?
Well, I think it's because there's like maybe things you would do before, like when we were like, oh, we would go right around and like look at lights, or I don't know.
It feels like July right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I remember the first year. You remember the first year where it like did not feel like Christmas at all? I think we all experienced that when we were like 20, like 19 or 20, something like where it's just like, damn, I'm just trying to pay rent this month. Like,
yeah. It's kind of like a little bit sad because you're like, wow, Christmas truly is like wrapped up in like your mom or your dad like doing something for you, or just like creating this environment, and you're like, I don't really have that. I have to do it. I have to create my own, and if I can't afford it, I'm really not feeling the vibe. You know?
I think it's also the fact that we're in LA and we don't really have seasons.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I mean? When I go outside, and I was doing a family photography thing, and their thing was Christmas at the beach, and I was just like, that's so lame. Like, not to say that their thing is lame, but it's lame that we don't have seasons. Like, I wish that, I wish it just snowed a little bit here. It don't gotta be a snow storm, but I mean, just a little something different. I wanted to get my fall vibes on, but now I'm just sitting here wearing a tank top. Let my nipples hang out. Like, this is ridiculous.
It's just a regular day for Kelby.
Tell me about it.
Regular day.
So you got to stay in shape all year in LA. It's just so whack, man. It's whack.
I do the opposite, just out of spite.
Yeah, right.
I stay out of shape all year.
Good.
Fuck LA.
You might be surprised, but I kind of saw the strategy, Chris.
Oh, I see you as observant, extra observant, because not everybody saw that.
No, I see that. I saw that picture of you in high school the other day. I was like, golly.
Yeah.
Chris was like a size 12.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Now I got a special order in my pants. It's a whole thing. I don't want to get into it.
Stop it.
You ever go to Walmart and they don't have your size, and you have to shame walk to the big and tall section? I'm like, I'm not even that tall, so they know I'm just a biggie. It'd be the most shameful thing. And then they got to price the jeans up a little bit more because they got to use a little bit more material. Yeah. The regular jeans is like $6.99. You get the ones that for you it's like $11, $13. You're like, damn.
But you feel good though, because while you were huge in regulars, you were small and big and tall.
It feels horrible either way.
You're like, oh snap, I'm a small and big and tall.
Yeah, in the B&Ts.
Yeah.
You feel like garbage when you don't get the self checkout, and then they go out, the ladies huffing and puffing to pick your pants up. She's like, damn, what's in this basket? Like, it's just pants.
They don't scan right.
Yeah.
Betty, I get pressure off big and tall pants.
Size 64 pants. Yo, shut up, yo.
Hey, yo, keep it down.
Relax. I didn't have a little bit too much spaghetti this year.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, relax.
I want to talk about how you're finding jeans that are $6.99.
You'd be surprised, but most of my clothes is pretty damn cheap. I do not spend money on clothes, but that's why I look like garbage.
You do not.
No.
I got a picture of you the other day with your little khakis on, little green coat.
Oh, shut up.
No supposed to know about that.
Chris, what's your topic?
Pause.
Chris, what's your topic?
My topic is about how you were wearing them khakis with a green sweat. why don't we elaborate on that?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know how to dress. I need dress help.
You got the hookups with the sweaters though. You be wearing some comfy ass sweaters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's because they don't absorb moob sweat.
Moob, man boob. Got it.
You know what I mean? That's what it is. I try to look like Biggie Smalls whenever I can, just so people just see like one big color when I cross the street.
So you don't get hit.
Yeah. I start wearing tight stuff. People do see me, but it's for the wrong reasons. They be like, "Yo, a beached whale." Like, damn.
Oh.
Hey, yo, pull your shirt down.
I start getting weird requests. Yo, take it off. I be like, yo, stop. I'm a guy. I don't know. Chris, what's your topic?
Talk to me. We're gonna have a new permanent podcast space soon.
Ooh.
I am moving first of the month, and I have a whole garage space that gonna convert into a studio space. So we will now have a permanent podcast space for us to chill, talk it out. You don't have no more setups. We just sit and go.
And what I want for that is for all of us to take a mandatory vacation so that we can start the pod off fresh. And on the vacation, we get the vaccine.
That's yeah. Well, we'll see.
The vaccine.
Yeah, because I know I don't like the Zoom show.
We could also just get tested.
Yeah, probably have to do that before the vaccine.
A little easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna think about that for sure. So, congratulations on your new spot, Chris.
Congrats!
Yay! Congrats!
That'd be cool. That'd be fun.
That means you and Sam are parting ways, right?
Yeah, we're not too happy about it. He's pretty sad.
I can see that. I don't know why you're.
But he's moving. He's moving to Granada Hills.
Mm.
He's got a good spot up there. He has a good deal.
He's gonna be by himself
with some family.
I don't know how you can leave Sam, man. I don't know how you can leave.
I don't know either, because I gotta tell you, this is the easiest person to live with of all time. Like, as much quirky antics we get into, like, it's the easiest. I'd be like, "Are you doing laundry? Nah, cool. All right. Are you hungry? Yeah. All right, cool. We just go get some grill. We don't even think twice. Like, we don't have to worry about shit. Hey, we're out of toilet paper. I stole some from work. All right, cool. Easy peasy. Like, it's easy.
Well, hopefully he comes and he works the show for us, because I know Carmella likes to see them forearms.
It's true.
Listen,
it brings production value
up, right?
Well, he definitely brings something up.
Mm-hmm.
He does.
All right, so we have a couple more things to talk about. So I am not going to get too in depth about this, but in the vein of keeping it somewhat around, our friend, somewhat I guess, Shia Lebouf is in hot water this week.
Oh boy,
boiling.
He's still your background, Carmella?
No, I had changed my background to copper a while back, and I think it was just time.
Right on.
I told Carmella she had to throw her phone away because.
Yeah.
Is anybody here surprised?
Sadly, no. Like when the news dropped about Twigs, right? FK Twigs. I was just kind of like, fuck, man. I wasn't like, what? It just because I know I read the article that you sent, and his ex-girlfriend, and I think his fiance also, or his ex-fiance,
ex-wife, I think.
Or ex-wife, yeah. He's had issues. So
and
for this
Sia
to come
too.
out, and Sia, for them to come out, it just was like only a matter of time. So I don't think really anyone is surprised.
And some of the stories I said, he was like headbutting them, and he was
crazy stuff, just crazy shit.
It's sad to hear that, but he's also not somebody that I think is in their right mind either. Like, you know, when I think, like, when we talk about Kanye, I think Kanye is a show. Like, I really don't think he's a crazy person. But Shia LaBeouf, that's not somebody that I think I would meet them and meet a different Shia than I do in real life or than I see in the media. You know, I think I would see exactly that person and be like, yeah, you're who they say you are.
Right.
So it's just sad. It's just sad across the board. But it definitely tells me that there's something wrong with him. It's not the same thing as what everybody else gets accused of. It definitely sounds like mental manipulation type of stuff that's in there that the average person is not going through. And I think that he definitely got to fix himself up, because he released a statement, and the statement was just pretty much like, yeah, I got issues, and I'm sorry if my issues hurt people, but I'm trying to figure it out.
Right.
I don't know what that means. I think he said he put himself in a 12-step sober situation, but it's just like, it's really sad to hear.
Right.
Sad to hear.
It's too bad.
Yeah, too bad. You guys gonna watch any of his movies?
He has a couple coming out, huh?
Yeah, he's got like
January.
3 or 4 maybe coming out. Nah, you good?
I'm good. I was good before, so it's okay.
I always
didn't watch Honey Boy.
I did watch it.
I watched Honey Boy and Peanut Butter Falcon.
I liked Peanut Butter Falcon.
You didn't like it, Sean?
I didn't dislike them. I wasn't on the wavelength of what the movies were. I also had some issues with like the whole blacklist thing and.
What is it?
The what?
Or not the blacklist, but he won. I think it was blacklist actually, but he submitted Honey Boy to a screenwriting competition and he won. And that was the beginning of how Honey Boy was produced.
Is that a bad thing?
Well, he went under an alias, right? Is that correct?
I don't believe so.
I could have sworn. I thought he like went under a different name and then he won, because people were just like, dude, you're Shia LaBeouf, like you could just make it if you wanted to.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's right or wrong. It just rubbed me the wrong way.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I would say if it's wrong. It's just like kind of seems unnecessary.
Yeah, there's no. I'm not saying there's any morality behind it, but if I had been in, 3 Transformers movies, I don't know if I would be submitting myself to up and coming screenwriting competitions.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, hopefully, prayers to those ladies and Shia too. I hope everybody comes out of this not broken and not severely damaged, and I hope nobody has PTSD with this. And at the same time, I hope that whatever has to happen to him happens to him, not in a negative sense, more like on the criminal side. But if that's not what's called for, then I just hope that everybody finds their peace. I think it's important. All right, I'm gonna get off of that. All right, so something I wanted to bring up that came up the other day, something kind of interesting, and wanted to grab your guys' perspective on it. So 2 things happened, and the first one is this. Black Lives Matter put out a statement on Facebook. The statement says, it has been 32 days since we requested a meeting with Joe Biden and Is there some weird sound happening right now?
A little bit.
You're a little robot-y for a second.
Me? I became a robot? Okay. I'm hearing some like cars flying by and stuff. All right. So Black Lives Matter put out a statement on their Facebook page December 9th at 2:20 p.m. It said it has been 32 days since we've requested a meeting with Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, and we've heard no response. And they said on the night of the Biden-Harris victory, Black Lives Matter sent a letter requesting a meeting. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Cedric Richmond met with several civil rights groups yesterday, and we were not invited. Black Life Cannot Wait. Creating thriving conditions for Black communities in the 21st century cannot be put on pause. As the organization leading the largest global social justice movement, we demand a seat at the table. Followed by our guy, Shaun King, Black in Question, wrote in tweets saying, I just listened to the audio from some civil rights leaders, from the meeting some civil rights leaders had with Joe Biden this past week. Very disappointing, all caps. First off, he sometimes projected rudeness and irritation. Worse than that, he basically told them that he was not going to do a lot of executive orders. Joe Biden then said that he's basically not going to commit to anything related to policing, police brutality, etc. Not even tiny, slow motion, incremental changes. Then muttered a bunch of randomness about defunding the police, which nobody there asked him about. How does that make you guys feel?
Does Shaun King have facts? Like, is this not a fact?
Oh, I love that question. I love that question because I think Shaun King has he has some people on lock, and I don't think anybody really questions what he has to say. They just kind of go with it. Right. So, what facts are you asking for?
I guess just, I mean, overall, like, is that the truth? Was he in that room? You know what I mean? Like, how is he there?
I think he heard a recording.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I feel like I need to hear this information from somebody else for it to be true.
Okay. That's fair. That's super fair. What about the Black Lives Matter statement?
About them waiting? Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm glad that there's like a follow-up about it and that they're just like, you promised us, you gave us a list, or like we gave you a list, you need to follow things through, and we're waiting. Like I hope that he doesn't let the things that he says fall by the wayside, obviously, but I am really happy that the Black Lives Matter is like, what's going on? Where are we at? What let's get stuff moving.
Would you not consider it that it's just too early? Like, he just started, and I'm playing devil's advocate right now. This is not my personal opinion, but would you not consider that it's just too early? Like, he's still president-elect. He has no actual authority yet. So, some people have said, just wait until January, February, give him a little time, and then he can call you guys.
I mean, that's fine, but then say that, I think like saying nothing still says something, like come out and be like, I totally hear you guys. We're working on it. Something. Don't just not say anything.
Did you expect this on behalf of the Biden-Harris team?
No, because I feel like they're gonna get shit done. But like, I mean, it is early. It is early. I do agree with like, yeah, it's early. Mm-hmm. But I think it just needs to be said, like, we see you, we hear you, give us a moment.
Okay. You guys?
Yeah, I think I'm glad, like Carmella said, I'm glad that they're keeping him accountable. I do think there's probably so many people that are trying to get in touch with him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Electoral College hasn't even voted yet. I think they vote this week.
Mm-hmm.
I think Trump is still trying to do whatever he's doing. I don't know. So, good luck. So I mean, I think his top priority, which I don't ever want to, trivialize or minimize Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. But I think he's forming his cabinet. I think he's meeting with the COVID team, which he formed pretty immediately.
Mm-hmm.
But then you look and there's, black churches are being defaced over the past week. So I get it. There's emergent things that are need a response, but I'm gonna wait to see. I'm gonna wait before I call him a liar.
Right, exactly. I think too, a part of it is like there was so much relief for people when he did get elected or when he won.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess like still riding on those coattails of the relief. Like, okay, you're the president now. What are you gonna do? We are already wanting change and we want it fast. Because like he said, black churches are still being defaced, things are still happening. And I think we just see it as, okay, he's in the position now, let's start getting things done. But it's not just as quick as, oh yeah, let me sign some papers, and it's not as quick as we think it might be.
Okay. Chris?
Sorry. Sorry, I dropped something. It's such a sensitive subject, you know what I mean? As far as, yeah, he just started and all that, but he was making this promises his entire campaign. So it's like, you should have had something on the board. You should have had something ready. You should have something going, and then I don't know if Homeboy's gonna remember everything because he's kind of he's kind of up there. You know what I mean? He's gonna be like, "What are we talking about?" That's probably what he was mumbling through the whole thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, like if that was most of your campaign promise, and you're not ready yet, like what are you doing? What's behind the curtain? You know what I mean? Right. And I would have said the same thing for any candidate, for anybody who was elected president. Like you have to follow the trail. Look at read all the information, because what one person promises isn't exactly what they mean. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely think they should keep their foot, on the gas and hold him, like I said, hold him accountable.
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, there's a pretty big pandemic right now.
I think that's the most important part, though, is holding them accountable, because it's something that we said we were going to do. That we've held Trump accountable for everything he's tried to say. We got to do the same with the other side. So
yeah.
All right. In Joe Biden's victory speech, he said, "The black people have my back, so I'm going to have theirs." Mm-hmm. Now, I think, like I said, going back to that Obama and the folks conversation, where I am very aware that these politicians, they repeat things based on how well things test, right? So a lot of times politicians run off of neutralization of immigrants, and then eventually when they become presidents, immigration falls to the very bottom, because most of the time it's a hot topic to talk around in election time. And then when you actually poll the American people, they're not really all that hot on immigration on like a borderless country. More people are like, no, let's actually be a little bit more conservative about this than they are about being liberal about the topic of immigration. This is why Obama didn't sign deferred action on, child, you guys know what I'm talking about, DACA, until late into his second term, because though it is a popular thing to say when you are running, when it's your turn to actually make it happen, all of the testing results come back to say like, oh, people actually don't really want this, or it's not something that people care about all that much. What I will give Joe Biden credit for is the fact that he actually did meet with some civil rights leaders. The reason why I bring this whole tested thing up is because Black Lives Matter, the organization, doesn't really have a great, place amongst the people. Most people outside of their supporters think it's some like neo-socialist communist organization. So I think after that moment when Joe Biden was projected the winner by the Associated Press, there was that phone call because the Democrats had such a horrible outcome in the election. There was that phone call that was leaked out that said we need to never ever say the word socialism ever again because it was going to cost them the race this time around. Go back to the Hispanic voters in Florida that left a socialist nation. They came to America and voted for Donald Trump. So they, and they had an ad. Joe Biden had an ad that literally said the word socialism in Spanish. And so they all voted against Joe Biden. So I think after that, after the election, and they realized that most people were kind of turning their nose up to socialism or to communism or whatever you want to call it, he made the conscious choice to say, I will meet with Black leaders that most people like, most people trust. And if he was to just meet with a group of people like Black Lives Matter, who, again, most people feel like their agenda is beyond and above the actual causes of Black lives, they have another agenda on top of that, then it would have made him seem like he was an extremist or a radical or somebody who's all the way left. And people would have just been like, oh, whoa, we made the wrong decision. So I think in his mind, it was like, okay, I'm aware that we have these racial issues, racial tensions in the country. I have to be really, really, really wise about who I speak to, at least publicly, to at least showcase to people that I'm trying to make a difference. And I think that was probably smarter on his part. Black Lives Matter may have, been at the helm of most of the protests and most of the things that happened this year. But when you look at their trends, like their social trends, it kind of spiked and then it went all the way down. And then when you do some research about them, more people are scared of the organization than they are a fan of it. So I think that Joe Biden is clearly aware that people have this kind of polarizing view of the organization, and it may not benefit him to partner with an organization that makes people feel uncomfortable. So he might as well just stick with the people that most people either don't know or are not scared of, and he could try to make change in that way. Now, what Shaun King said about there not being any executive orders, anything like that, well, the truth is, what new laws do we need? What executive orders are you searching for? At the end of the day, he's going to come in and there are certain demands that need to be made, but most people don't even know what the executive branch does. Most people don't even know that. So the honest truth is, what is it that you want him to do? Executive orders for what? And I think that his messaging is just confusing more people. I think that there is an element of symbolism that comes with Joe Biden, where Trump, people may have said that he incited violence or he incited this or he incited that, where on the Joe Biden side, he may be quicker, faster, or more vocal to call out what he considers to be bad, which I think is a different element that he will be bringing to the office. So exactly what is Shaun King looking for? What are his demands? What new laws does he want to Joe Biden to create? What do you want? And how fair is it to trust you because you simply were not the guy who was in the room? We don't even know if you're Black still, brother. So, we still need to wait to see if the Carfax comes in to find out, are you Rachel Dolezal or what's happening? So I think at the end of the day, I think Biden made a wise move to just be like, man, don't pick up the phone when these people call, because I trust the civil rights leaders or the activists a little bit more than an organization that is just so, we don't know what it is that they want. I mean, we do, but their website leads us into multiple different ways, and it confuses more people. And at the end of the day, if Joe Biden says that his actions and his presence in the White House is to unify the people, he has to consider the fact that the people are not just Black people. He has to unify all of the races into one. So he has to make that choice to speak to the people that most people are comfortable with, and not only a small group of people. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
That's that. All right, let's go on break. All right, welcome back to the Blackstalgia podcast. All right, it's been a pretty mature and very nice conversation that we've had here today. I didn't even get to yell at all, so have fun. Any of you guys have anything that you want to talk about?
I just really wanted to know your stance on Santa, so I got mine out.
Are we getting each other Christmas gifts?
Do you guys want Christmas gifts?
I'm lighting.
I have some
candle back
headphones
here.
from last year.
Yeah, we
That's
got
crazy.
Dollar Tree headphones.
You could keep that.
I won't be here for Christmas, so I don't know.
You
Maybe
won't be here? Or are you going to
I'm gonna
Colorado?
be in Colorado the whole week. Oh shoot.
What? With who?
Riding
With my
horses?
mama.
With your mom.
She's moving there, so
Oh, that's right.
She let Pookie take her all the way out to Colorado.
it's Colorado for a nice house. So I asked, they got room for me. No. So
Well,
yeah, it's supposed to be really nice. So
shout out to Sylv, man, our J1 supporter. I don't know if she really listens to this, but she always likes our work.
she does. Yeah.
Also, Chris, we shouted you out on the company Instagram page. Your mom
I saw
responded.
that.
Chris didn't even
She
say anything.
did.
What did she say?
She said, "This handsome mother lover, happy birthday."
That's my mama.
Chris didn't even say thanks to his mom. He was just like, double tap. All right, keep it pushing. I was like, damn, he feeling himself today, huh? Must have got him a white coat. So.
She told me about it too. She says she had commented, but I had forgotten to check.
And you had too many?
Yeah, so many comments.
What did you do for your birthday?
Oh, I did. It was a blast. I went to work.
Ooh.
And then I had some dinner.
Nice.
Fuck.
Yeah.
It was
20, that's 27 though. 27 is
27.
not like that 27 is, I feel like you're going to come to a lot of realizations. I think that's one of those years for people, 27.
Yeah. 28 is going to be lit though.
How you know?
Because I won't be dealing with everything I'm dealing with now. I'm in the middle of a move, looking for another job. I gotta pack all this stuff, and then I gotta help my mom. There's gonna be a lot. Pandemic, that's not helping either. So.
Yeah, it definitely be like that.
But you know, we get a do-over birthday, so this year's doesn't count. So you'll be turning 27 again.
I'm ready.
Nah, just go to 28, man. 27 is whack. I don't even remember what I did when I was 27. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
You guys remember?
I remember who I was doing. No one.
She's like, nah, it was
not.
Get it.
I was like, I know she don't remember.
She had that ready too. She didn't think twice about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really don't.
Exactly. 27 is one of those years you learn a lot, and you don't really realize that you learned that when you turn 27.
Yeah.
Rashawn, what was the most pinnacle year of your life?
Whoa.
I don't know.
Spot.
Give me 20 more years and I'll answer that.
Shit.
So far. You got 30 something years of living.
1 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30.
My late 20s were great.
Great.
27
Aww,
to 30 were great.
27 to 30 was great.
Why? How do you take credit for that, Carmella?
I was gonna ask. I was like, Carmella put herself in there. She was like, "Oh, because it was me. I was there." Oh, she put the heart up and everything.
Aww.
So sweet.
So 27 was 20. 20 to 30 was good for you. Why were they so great?
I feel like I feel like I came into my own. Like I'm fully formed.
So you was on your last phase, like you were Frieza. You don't even know about that.
Yeah.
This isn't even my final form.
Before he lost the tail.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
Pokemon?
It's not Pokemon.
I definitely not no Pokemon.
You're not a true fan.
It's Dragon Ball. It's Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball.
Anyway.
So what made it so great? Was it the money? Was it friends? Or did you make an active effort to be somebody that you weren't before? Like, what's the vibe?
I think it's just right place, right time, right people, right mindset. It was all cooking at the right time, and now I'm on a good path.
Right.
I think that's most people. Your 20s are just a trial run.
Mm-hmm.
That's for sure.
Yeah, and then towards the tail end, not to say that you can't accomplish anything, or I didn't accomplish anything in my 20s. I totally did, but now I feel Optimus Prime.
Oh.
I watch Transformers.
Right on. We'll give you that one. We'll give you that one. You get some.
I ain't watch that stupid ass show. Okay, so all right, got you. What about you, Carmella? The year that changed you to make you who you are today?
The year or the decade?
The year for you.
The year.
Not the actual year, not like 2016 or something like that, but like the age.
I feel like 25, because I think that's when I really started. Like, I stopped partying. That whole phase was kind of like dwindling down. I was like at a job and like really working, and my paychecks were not just something I was like, oh, it's like for gas and food, and like my mom still pays my rent. Like, it was, I felt like more adult. Like I was coming into adulthood, because I feel like 25 is, I guess now at 30 you're like, that's still young, and at 40 you're like, 25 is young. But I feel like 25 is a solid age where you're like, okay, I need to grow up a little bit. I need to start taking responsibility and having responsibilities. Yeah, I think that's when 25.
Chris, do you feel like you have that year yet?
I was 25 was a pretty big year. I think 25 is when we made Uncle Ed. So that was a big, like, that was when I was like, oh shit, like I'm actually doing what I want to do for a living. Mm-hmm. Like, this is like, I learned a lot that year too. I think we did a lot more, a different variety of clients we had that year. So I was like,
that was 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Damn, that was the wedding year. No, that wasn't. 2017.
Nah,
2017 was the wedding.
The year before that was the wedding year. That was a learning experience. We broke some things. Some stuff didn't come out the way it was supposed to. That was a year.
Yeah.
But
shout out to Jay, yo. Shout out to Jay.
Shout out to Jay.
I hope you learn how to use a camera yet.
Oh, awkward. Anyway.
No, that's my guy. That's my guy. Seeing he's been out there in Eastern Europe.
He's doing some things. Yeah, 25. I would say I learned a lot, and that's when I really like. I said, this is what I'm gonna do for a living. I'm gonna try to, produce my own stuff and come up with different ideas. And I think HBOTs had just became a thought in my mind. HBOTs was gonna be my t-shirt making company. It was called Help a Brother Out Tees because I was really poor. But that didn't get quite off the ground because it didn't work the way it was supposed to. I bought a whole mess of material and it broke. Like, it didn't want to work.
Oh, damn.
So ran out of money for that. So, but it's a learning year.
Yeah.
Chris, you stole me some t-shirts.
I still owe. I have 2 shirts right now, actually, that I wear all the time. They're KKO shirts.
All right. I mean, listen, man. You still got the t-shirts. I bought them at Walmart.
Yeah.
I would say for me, aside from the year when I was born,
It's so stupid, bro. That was the year that really made me who I was.
That's a fact, yo. I came out
Boss
the womb
baby.
different, yo. I'm telling y'all, because like I ain't even gonna give it to y'all like that. But I would say probably this year. In 2016, I tried to do what I did this year, and in 2016 I failed, and I failed super hard. And then this year, I took this pandemic while unfortunately people were, passing away and whatnot, but I took the time and I said, I'm about to redo this whole thing and rethink it out as a different type of person. And sitting where I am now, it's kind of crazy. Like it's kind of crazy just to see, like whenever I open QuickBooks, I'm just like, damn, look at what I did this year, And then I look at like my vendor expenses, and I'm like, damn, look at all these. Like it's just crazy. It's just crazy to see this and to know that I was so scared to take another shot, because at the end of the year of 2016, I took all these risks to try and be who I wanted to be. And it just all failed. All of it failed. All of it. But then I was just like, oh, okay. Let me just take a couple years. I went back to school. Let me see what I'm doing wrong, to find out what I'm doing right. And this entire story could be the exact opposite next year. Mm-hmm. But I'm hoping that it's about 3 times what it was this year, because what we did this year, just, I can't even believe it. I can't even believe that this is who I am, and trust anybody who's listening to me, I live in abject poverty. So please don't ever,
I just want to drive that home. I lived in poverty.
I'm poor. Okay, please. But it's definitely a trip, and I kept saying before I turned 30, I want to do something really insane. I want to do something really, really nuts, just to find out that the thing that's really, really nuts is just believing in myself. That's crazy, and there's so many things that I should be scared of, but I'm not anymore, and yeah. The one good thing is, listen, I don't have any kids.
Yo, count your blessings, because I'm glad I don't have kids.
Yeah, the kid situation this year would have just jacked up a lot of things. I would have been a security guard still, trying to figure that out. But nah, man, like I think 29 did that for me. 29 did that for me. But we'll see. And I think, what I think? I never celebrate my birthday, but this year I did. And I think that was. Yeah, I think that's what it was. It's that I took value. I put value on myself. You know
that's
what I mean?
Important.
Yeah, because every year I just said, man, skip this goofy ass day, But then this year I was just like, you know what? Let's go to this Oaxacan restaurant. Did I invite you, Carmella?
You did, but I can't. Oh, I think I had to work.
Damn, I would have been called the Sephora boss. Yo, let her off, dog.
I know, I would have gone too.
But it was I think that's what it is, So next year maybe I might have to do that again or something.
It's your 30th, you have to.
What'd you say?
30th.
I mean, we'll see about that, I'm gonna talk to the creator about that. But let's see some last little quick topics before we get up on out of here. Anybody watching anything interesting? Anybody?
I just finished Big Mouth.
Ooh.
Isn't that the show that they replace the black girl with a black girl?
Jenny Slate
They-
to Black Girl.
They only replaced her for like the last 2 episodes. I guess they had already filmed most of it by the time she said that.
Does she sound different? She sounds like her.
Barely. Whoever I forgot her name. I had looked her up too. She's pretty close. She's pretty dang close to the Jenny Slate's voice. So.
That's awesome.
But that is Jenny Slate's still on the cast because she does a bunch of other voices too.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's just not playing the Black Girl.
Yeah,
I didn't
uses-
know that. That's
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. What else? Anybody? Big Mouth. Big Mouth is what was it? A new season?
New season. It's crazy. They just keep upping their level of vulgarity every season.
Every season. I watched the first episode of Animaniacs rebooted.
I saw that.
That's
It
new.
was
They
so
have an
good.
Animaniacs?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
rebooted it.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
There's so much that I didn't understand as a kid. Like, I didn't realize that it was all innuendos for adults that clearly you don't get it as a child.
Yeah.
But like their musical number is about politics and about like, because they are coming out of the WB Tower, 20 years later, I think it is.
Yeah.
And like they haven't been around, so they don't know about cell phones, they don't know about TikTok or anything. So they're learning about it on the show. It was cute. It's cool. I don't know if I'll like continue watching the whole show, but it was very nostalgic.
Oh. Are you still watching the Selena update? Selena update, everybody?
I haven't gone to the second episode. So stay
I'm afraid to
tuned.
watch it.
I haven't seen any of it.
I'm
gonna
afraid.
see. Yeah, it's a
We
little
we
little
gonna see.
slow. We're gonna see.
Yikes. That sounds like it's worse than slow. Rashawn, you not watching anything? Another season of The Victors?
The Victors?
Oh no, it just sounds like something you'd watch.
That's true. Last night I watched a movie called Possessor.
On what?
Crazy.
I rented it. It came out this year actually. It's like a sci-fi horror film. It was directed by the son of David Cronenberg, Brandon Cronenberg.
Mm.
If you've seen The Fly or Videodrome, Scanners.
Was it all nasty? Did they have all nasty?
It's pretty gory and graphic.
Yeah.
But
It's Cronenberg.
Yeah, he's very much his father's son. But I'm kind of speechless after I watched it. It's really interesting. I would recommend it if you have a strong stomach, and if you're okay with kind of a slow burn. I don't want to say much about what it's about, but it's one of the most interesting things I watched this year.
Okay. You definitely have to check that out. You said you rented it, so you had to pay for it?
I did. It was, I rented it for $5.
Oh, I'm good
VOD.
then. I'm not watching it.
I just wanted to feel like I was going to the movies, so I like turned the lights off and rented it.
$5. You know how many pennies that is?
I do.
500 upon your head top, man. Nasty. Okay, let's see. I think I have now turned on my television. No, I ain't watching. I've been watching TikTok. No, not really even. You guys still obsessed with TikTok? Mm-hmm.
I'm not.
I'll be watching.
I've chilled out.
You chilled out?
watching.
See, I told you.
I had to just fucking not anymore.
I told you.
Losing sleep.
Oh, so so if you got on there right now, would you be on there for 8 hours?
No, because Marla is now obsessed with it, and like she'll send me videos just like through text, and like I'll watch those and then I'll just like get off because I know how. But I feel like, and you did tell me this. You did tell me that it was gonna suck me in for what, like 2 weeks, a month.
Maybe
then
like 2 months.
Yeah,
2-3
and it
months.
did, and now I'm just kind of like, it's fine, and like just that's it.
Yeah. It's crazy because when you get on there, you'll be like, oh, this is so good. And then you get off there and be like, yo, this was trash.
I mean, there's some, like, I was thinking about it today. I was just like, if I was in high school and TikTok was a thing, would I have done it? And I don't know that I would have. I think I would have done a couple videos and just not had. I would have been lazy about it. Like, okay, that's enough.
That's kind of how I am right now, because I did those couple videos that made the spreads. I got like 14,000 followers, and I said, I've had enough of this.
Yeah, and then, I mean, I did that too. So it's just like, I probably would have done the same. But there are some people that are just so fucking good at it.
They are. I don't know how they keep on thinking of things.
Right.
Like, I'm good. I've even thought about, like, if I could promote my company on there, or maybe we could put some Blackstalgia stuff on there.
Big advertisement.
I know. I'm a TikTok creator and whatnot. They owe me 16 cents. I will come for it. But I don't know. I don't know how to keep upping myself up. It's not my platform. You know what I mean? Right. And even this is how I know I'm so checked out of TikTok. My TikTok crush be posting, and I get the notification, and I just be swiping it away like,
not interested.
Yeah, get on board. Go get a job. Damn, you posting again? This is the third time today, loser. Find some ambition. Yeah. All right. What else? Anything else? You guys good?
Good.
All right. So before we sign on out, I tested this the Maluma song earlier before because I wanted to see if we could play music. I'm gonna test it out again. So does anybody have a song of the week?
Oh shit.
Ooh,
let me pull up my music. Y'all use Apple Music, huh?
Mm-hmm. You just
I use
tell
Spotify.
Me.
I use YouTube Music.
Ooh.
Chris, you telling me I'll try and play it.
Shaun, you should.
Yeah, whoever wants to go first, go for it.
Before we get into our nostalgia part, a couple of people have reached out to me since last week telling me that they need another Michelob Ultra episode. And I want to tell you guys this. I'm an entertainer for you people. Okay? I have had more apple juice today, 3 times more than the Michelob Ultra episode. I'm here to serve you fiends. Okay? Podcast classic of moments.
We just need a random drunk episode.
I've been trying to get them to do that, but I mean, listen, I don't want to listen.
I mean, I'm down. You just let me know.
I'm in. I mean, I don't drink because I'm a virgin, but
right.
I think ultimately,
of course.
But yeah, today was mature day, and maybe next week I might go back to having fun. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to the things that we remember, our nostalgic segment on the show. Let's round it out a nice way. Carmella, you're up.
Oh my god. Okay. Do you guys remember those popsicle trays that you could pour like any juice into, and then they had like a little top on, and it had like the stick? Lit. I feel like I could still do this now as an adult, but I won't. And as a kid, you just love doing it because you feel like you're making something, but honestly, you're just putting juice in those trays and freezing them and then waiting. I miss those.
I thought I was such a scientist with that thing.
Honestly.
You put your own different flavors up in there.
Little Hawaiian Punch popsicles.
A little Capri Sun with a hint of splash or something else.
I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
What?
Come on.
Popsicle trays.
I have regular trays for regular ice.
It's pretty much
the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, shout out to trays with sticks. Yeah. All right. Who's next? Rashawn.
I miss after school snacks.
Little grilled cheese.
Little grilled cheese. Maybe some Doritos on a plate with some shredded cheese in the microwave. Boop. Ooh. I see all y'all's
Somebody
faces.
fancy.
Okay.
Okay, Doritos, dang.
Yeah, I was like,
having
middle school, we had hunger.
Yeah. Nachos Del Grande from the kitchen. It was not fancy and it was not very good, but
My man
it was
lived
that
a good life.
some fruit snacks, a little
Fruit
Sunny
snack.
D.
The only time I see fruit snacks is if I'm dating somebody that got kids.
You know you could buy those, right? For
Nah,
yourself?
it's more fun to take it from the kid.
Right.
Yo, you
All
drink
right.
Sunny D on purpose?
No,
Yeah, I've recovered. Don't judge me.
Sunny D is like
Don't judge
baby
me for
medicine.
my past mistakes.
Sunny, no, wait, hold on, no, don't say that because Sunny D's kind of fire, especially the mango flavor. Oh my
Ugh.
gosh,
Not
Sunny
Bruh,
D?
you like mango and baby medicine?
Chris, you can't smell. So what are you talking about?
You like that Diamond Tap taste?
Sometimes.
Don't say words to me that I don't know.
Nah.
Sunny D is fire.
It
The
gives
mango
you
one,
heartburn.
no, it doesn't. Wait
Gives
a
me
second.
heartburn.
Have any of you guys ever drank a full bottle of orange juice in one sitting? Not just a little bottle, but I'm
jug?
talking like a
I don't drink orange juice.
Okay. This is the challenge for the week. Somebody here, not me, because I already know what happens, drink 1 gallon of orange juice within 30 minutes and get back to me.
Why?
I love my skin too much.
You'll see. Oh, you break out?
Yeah, that's all that acid.
My chest will explode from fire.
I don't get heartburn, but I'll break out.
And I broke the damn toilet on that.
From OJ?
What?
If you drink too much orange juice, I googled it. It gave me the same issue that I had with the stems. You know what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
the pulp.
I don't drink the orange juice with the pulp. I like it chemically imbalanced. Mm-mm.
I
So
want
are
to go
you
back.
up?
Chris said Diamond Tap. Are you sure you're 27 and not 72?
Listen, you ain't had Diamond Tap.
I had Diamond Tap, but I was 2.
Well, see, that's what we had was Diamond Tap when I was a kid. Because we would save medicine past the expiration date and be
Yeah,
like, it's still
good.
good. We fine.
You fine.
What the hell is
He
Diamond
said,
Tap?
"You better drink some of this."
Is
Diamond
that the
Tap.
pink one?
Nah, that was
It was like
You know his dad wasn't around to say don't try that.
yeah. I should have said Robitussin.
That's old as hell.
So yeah, look it up, Chris. If you drink too much orange juice, it'll explode your stomach. The bathroom will freaking break out of just anger.
Oh my god.
Noted. I won't drink orange juice. I'm gonna stick to water.
I'm trying to drink more water too. All right, Chris, what do you remember? What do you want to remember?
I wasn't prepared. What do I miss? I miss Dexter's Laboratory.
Ooh.
Because he was talking about the popsicle trays. There was that little segment where Dee Dee and Dexter was talking about how to make popsicles with the regular ice cube tray.
Yeah.
You put the juice and then you put saran wrap on top of it, and then you put toothpicks.
Yeah.
That way, when it freezes, the stick freezes in the juice, and you got little mini pops.
Speaking of Dexter's Laboratory, I saw a meme or something, and it said Comedy Central knew what they were doing when they drew Dee Dee's mom. Like, it was a Dee Dee? Dee Dee's the sister?
Oh, yeah,
Dexter's mom.
Dexter's mom, yeah.
The tear-shaped booty.
She was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Little feet.
Okay.
Big old booty.
That's just how we like it. Okay. All right. All right, for sure. So you missed Dexter's Laboratory. I had something yesterday, and I can't remember it for the life of me. So I will say what I remember as being important if you guys had siblings, which Chris, you didn't, how important it was to sit in the front seat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, that was such a big deal. Like, yo, I called it. And it's like, man, the backseat is kind of lit now.
You be sleeping.
Yeah.
Your life.
Right. I mean, right after you get a beating, it's just like it's freaking amazing. But I did like the beating my brother to the front seat, and you know what I mean? So I could sit up
You
there.
guys use shotgun?
Yeah, we didn't say shotgun, but I was just like, yo, that's my seat right there.
We said Kelby.
Yeah, and then he would definitely try to get in there, like, for sure, and then get in there before me. I'm like, man, you didn't honor the contract. You a scrub, bro. But yeah, that was it. You guys have anything else that you need to tell the people? That's it right there. All right, we had a good, nice, long episode. I really thought I was going to come in here and give y'all 10 minutes, but we gave you about 2.5 longer than that. So it's exciting to speak with you guys. Once again, I have been trying my best to put the episodes out on YouTube on time, but Chad, it is not easy. This YouTube game is a full-time situation. But I'm going to keep working on it for y'all, especially Lyndon. Because I know... I mean, I already know the vibes. I mean, Carmella's looking like 100,000 stocks of Tesla today. You ain't even got to tell me. I already know. I'm going to tell her that right now. Carmella, you look great. Rashawn, you look amazing. Chris, all right, for sure. So until next time, we're out.